MGM presents A Christmas Story.
Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. O'er the field we go, laughing all the way.
Mike, come on, man. We don't have all day.
No, Ray.
Come on, man. Now we gotta go.
I look like a pink nightmare. I look like a deranged Easter bunny. Why'd you make me wear this?
I did not, man.
Well, while I'm here, I guess we'll show people what we're doing. So in a few minutes, Ray and I will be going to the Christmas Story house and showing you a little bit about that over on the west side of Cleveland and Tremont. You remember A Christmas Story, Ray? Did you say is your second favorite movie?
It's up there. It's a top 5. I don't know if it's number 2, but
Yeah.
it's definitely top 5.
That one on your shirt is number 1, right?
This is number 1. Yes, the Griswolds Christmas Vacation is definitely number 1.
Well, anyway, many of you probably know about The Christmas Story based on this book. The movie was filmed in Cleveland in 1983, I think,
83.
early 80s, and a lot of it was filmed at a house in Tremont that was actually owned by a person that lived in at the time, and they rented it out. If you go to the Christmas Story house, they'll tell you all about how much was filmed there, some tidbits from the movie, things like that. But it was based on Gene Shepard's book, A Christmas Story. We got the book, a couple other copies over here at the library, so if you get a chance, if you want something Christmassy, get the movie, get the book. Start off with that before you head to the Christmas Story house.
Absolutely.
And we got a few other books here for you, Mr. Ray. Here, why don't you open that one?
Let's see what we got here. Oh, Night Before Christmas. Can't go wrong with A Night Before Christmas. Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house. Not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse.
Everybody knows at least that part. There's a lot more great illustrations in here. Clement Seymour, I think he wrote this, like late 1800s, early 1900s. It's been around. There's a lot of versions, so we got one here. Coming to get that one. This book is probably more up my alley. I'll open this one. I know what's in there already because I wrapped it. I didn't do too bad of a job. I give myself a B-.
Where did you find paper like this so early?
I've had this paper in my closet for so long. Finally got a chance to use it.
Good paper.
So I had to get this book as soon as I saw it on the shelves.
Oh, yeah.
Wishing You a Merry Christmas Beer. I saw it on the shelves. I opened it up straight to this page. See that beer right there?
Great Lakes
Great
Christmas
Lakes
Ale.
beer. That was a sign. That was an omen. Grabbed the book, telling you all about all the different Christmas beers from around the country. And I opened it straight to the page with our own Great Lakes Christmas beer. You can stop there when you go over to the Christmas house. It's pretty close. So go to the Christmas house, go have a beer afterwards.
Excellent.
So
what should I do? Let me
grab another one.
How about this one? You did some good wrapping, man. Not a lot of tape.
Thank you.
Good job, man.
I tried not to make it too tough to open.
All right.
Hard enough just to get the paper lined up right, at least for me.
I'm being nice. Let's just stop being nice. Ooh, How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Well, you gotta be mean again with the Grinch. He doesn't like Christmas. He tries to steal Christmas in Whoville.
Yes. And that's the key. He's tried to steal it.
Yeah,
Who tries to steal Christmas?
that's a pretty mean guy. It's like, I guess kind of based on a Christmas Carol, right? You got Scrooge, you got the Grinch as being a Scrooge, and he learns the true meaning of Christmas while trying to steal Christmas away from all the little people in Whoville. So we got plenty of copies of that. Come and grab one of those. Now let's open this one. This one, I wouldn't get a lot of use out of. Maybe I should start though. We got a lot of books like this, a Christmas cookbook.
And this is Betty Crocker.
Yeah, you can't beat Betty Crocker. She's like Julia Child and Betty Crocker. They're 1 and 2 in cookbooks, I think.
Yes.
So if you need some Christmas recipes, we got plenty of books like this. Come grab that one. Like I said, I wouldn't get much use out of it. I'd have to start with an even more basic cookbook. But
I'm making my first turkey this year.
all right, how you doing?
My very first turkey this year. So I have no idea. I've never made a turkey. So this is going to be the Christmas experiment of ages. So I do know that you have to get a turkey.
Yes.
I know
Right,
that
better
part.
get it now, thaw it out in time.
Right, and you have to get something to put it in, to cook it. So I got steps 1 and 2 down.
All right.
And then you season it and you put it in the oven, and this is where we I want to make sure it's not raw when it's coming out of the
Definitely.
oven.
Or still frozen.
Or still
Don't forget to turn the, or like in the Christmas Story movie, you don't want dogs running through your house, knocking the table down, and you go to a Chinese restaurant instead.
Which you'll see me under the sink here in a few minutes. I actually got a chance to get under the sink.
Awesome. So here's another one. Let's turn these around so people can see them.
Oh wow, Maya Angelou. I'm not familiar with this one, but I can almost guess. It looks
Yes.
like they turned them into children's stories and they illustrate them.
Yeah, they took a poem that Maya Angelou wrote. I'm not sure when, but we all know who Maya Angelou is, one of the best writers America's ever seen. Was she a poet laureate of America at one time?
At one time, I do believe.
And she wrote a Christmas poem. They turned it into a children's book. So some great art in there. Very nice. Read to your kids. Come and get that from the library. Got a couple copies of that.
Beautiful. All right.
And one more.
Last but not least.
So I forget what this one is.
Mike wrapped them all, so he knows
Yeah.
everything that's in here.
The Polar Express. So
How come I didn't get that one?
I should have gave it to you.
Man,
You know all about the Polar Express? Is that one of your favorites?
it is one of my favorites. It's become one of my favorites. It didn't start out that way, but the more and more you watch it, as my son and my kids were younger, they watched it every Christmas. So you just become familiar with the story.
Yeah, they turned it into a movie with Tom Hanks, animated movie.
Yes.
And the book has some really great art. Christopher von Allsburg is the author. I think he wrote it in 1985, so it's been around for a while. And he won a Caldecott Award for it. I think he won for something. He won for something else as well. I think he also wrote Jumanji.
Did he?
Yeah, I think I read that. So some cool art in there, different looking art. Definitely deserves the award.
Yeah.
And you can watch the movie, you can read the book, great for all ages. So some good family reading. So we hope that you get to come into the library, at least the front lobby for now. Call ahead, put some of these books aside, maybe get the movies as well. And now stay tuned, we're gonna go visit the Christmas Story house.
And now you only have to wear this suit when we visit Aunt Claire.
Thank goodness, I don't have an Aunt Claire on. Here's the Christmas Story house over on West 11th Street.
The house was it was a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be. I think the first thing I asked you was, I wonder if they shot the whole movie inside the house.
And they'll tell you how much they shot and what parts and how you can tell. And here's the gift shop, pretty big gift shop, all kinds of things related to the Christmas Story movie.
Oh, it's beautiful in there.
There's everyone's favorite, Fragile.
And here, I mean, you can even just see all of it feels like Christmas inside the place.
It sure does.
And it feels like you're actually in the movie. That's one thing I remember too. It's like going, even in the gift shop in the museum, you feel like, it's 1983 again.
And there's Ray creeping up on me while I'm going around taking pictures.
It's a good shot, man.
Yeah, this is a good shot.
And notice the pink bunny suit.
She still has that one. I had my own.
That's what.
But if you want your own, they got plenty of them. So does Target. That's where I got mine.
Wow. Wow. I have to say, man, I'm impressed. You put the suit on and you sold it. It works for me. This is going to be the most viewed video in Euclid Public Library
Oh,
history.
great. I can't wait for all those people there. You were in front of that leg lamp. Everybody loves the leg lamp.
Absolutely.
Probably the number one souvenir from it. And you have that tree in your house now, right?
I do, and plan on selling it here shortly, too.
Very good. And the Red Ryder BB gun. And there's Ernie. He was
Yeah.
great, wearing a Flash mask and a little pendant of the Flash. So we like Ernie instantly.
The living room, it was pretty spot on. Mike might be the first one to get in trouble here. So Mike took advantage of
It's already on.
Ernie's.
I was just looking for the light switch. I wasn't sure it was on.
And that radio right there, that thing is vintage. The wood is even
Local.
worn on it.
Yeah. And they had a button that said local. So I don't know what local stations were around back then. I guess that one turned them on.
Yeah, and here's the kitchen.
some real popcorn kernels on there. There's Ray with his turkey.
That's right. Can't go wrong.
Calendar from back in the day.
And there was, I don't know if we got a shot of it, but the newspaper. Oh, there I go. I'm under the sink, y'all.
Taking a nap in there. And then there's the upstairs. I'd live in this house. This was a nice house.
It is.
It's small, but I would live in there.
And well preserved, too, I would say. It's well preserved.
I don't know how much work they had to do when they bought it in 2000, I think it was, or 2010.
Oh, he
or
said
somewhere in between.
06. He said they brought it in 2006, I think.
And there's actually on our Canopy online streaming service, there's a documentary called A Road Trip for Ralphie, where a couple big Christmas Story fans come to Cleveland, take a road trip from wherever they live, and talk about how the Christmas Story house came to be. There we are in the museum, and you're looking at one of the actual guns from the movie, the Red Ryder BB gun. Some more props.
And these are all original props. Is that what
Yeah.
these are all original?
Some of them they couldn't find from the movie, but there's the famous bunny suit. And then when you leave, there's a replica of the car from outside, and you can go to the Rally Inn and finish your day. All right, everyone, so there you've seen our visit to the Christmas Story house. My first time I'd ever even been down that street, at least since the Christmas Story house was created. Have you been there before, Ray?
I've never been in, but I've been driven down the street myself just to see what it was like and see if I could find it.
And it was a lot more than I thought it would be. I thought it was just, you go through the house, you look at the props from the movie, and that's it. But they got the Christmas Story house itself. Across the street, they got the museum with all the props and things from the movie. They got a gift shop that's pretty big, all kinds of things in there. And then there was a house off to the side. I'm not even sure what that was. It said I had to sign like by special appointment to go in there.
And they actually told us what that house is.
Oh, I missed it.
That was in A Christmas Story 2.
Okay.
So anybody that's ever seen that movie, and if you go on the tour, they actually tell you how bad that movie was. But the house next to it is blue, and I forget the name that was on it, but it tells you there's a family in the first Christmas Story, and they tell you, part 2 tells you the relationship between the two different families.
And if you can get a tour from Ernie, he was awesome. He's the head tour guide, and that guy knew everything about the Christmas Story house. He kept everybody engaged.
Comedy, I mean, he's a funny guy.
Yeah, that guy was great.
Great job, Ernie.
So good job, Ernie. I really enjoyed it, and I know Ray enjoyed it.
Oh man, it was excellent.
And you can go more than once. I mean, there's a lot in there that you can, it's like a 45-minute tour, so you might need a little bit more time than that and go back again every year.
They're open all year, then you're open year round too, except for major holidays, so you can go even in the summertime.
It costs $15, so
15.
It's not a bad deal. So head on over there, and on your way, stop in at the library, grab some of our books and movies, and enjoy your Christmas.
All right, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and Happy Easter. You might have a bunny showing up.